Hands of Hope season is here. Woohoo! It is such an exciting season for our church. What is Hands of Hope, you ask? Well, it is an amazing way for us to tangibly be able to bless our community. We have done this outreach since our start in 2008. Back then, we blessed 30 families that first Christmas, and since then, it's just grown and grown. And usually, we serve about 120 or so families every year at Christmas time now. And it's a way for us to actually tangibly bless them with some food and presents, but more importantly, with some hope around Christmas time. It's a way for our church to now be able to actually get into the homes of people and talk about the hope of Jesus right around Christmas time. And even though we do about 120 families, it actually represents hundreds of people within those families that we get to touch every Christmas. Each family that is referred to us receives 2 big bins full of food. So it's not just a Christmas meal, but what we want to do is we actually want to help them through the Christmas season. So every family receives everything they'll need for a Christmas meal, such as turkey and potatoes and gravy and all those things, but they also receive fresh stuff like fruit and vegetables and milk and cheese and eggs and those staples, as well as some frozen foods and some non-perishables, just so that we can carry them through the season. Every child that is represented in those families, 18 and under, will also receive a gift that we give them by literally contacting the parents and seeing what's on their wish list. And then we send out shoppers who go out and buy something very specifically for that child. And it's such a tangible way to just support the kids in our community. So I know you're dying to find out how you can get involved with this. Well, I'm so glad you asked, because we have many ways that you can be involved this year. First of all, you can volunteer. We have many different ways that you can volunteer for this event. There's 5 different teams, and you're going to hear more about those specific teams in the weeks to come, so you'll get a little more detail. But I just want to mention them because they're so fun. So first of all, we have a gift buying team that goes out and buys gifts for all the children that are referred, and it's an amazing team to be on. And then we also have a wrapping team, and they come on the Friday night, and we have this big wrapping party, and we literally wrap hundreds of gifts, and it's an awesome way to just see all the presents, to be together and know that we can even pray over every gift as we wrap it. And then we also have a team called Team Tetris, and they do just that. They take all the food that we're packing into the bins, and they Tetris them into the bins, and it's an awesome team also to be part of. And then we have a delivery team that goes out and they deliver everything right to people's homes, so they don't have to come and pick it up. We actually deliver it right to their home and have often an amazing opportunity to just talk with them, encourage them, and connect with them. That is a great team to be on. And we also have a facilities team that is so important, because they are the behind the scenes people that work so hard at making sure that everything is where it needs to be, that it's set up, and that things are clean and tidy and taken care of. And so every team is so important to make this massive project run well. And so we need you to be involved wherever you feel like you can be a blessing. What's so cool about this outreach is that it's an amazing opportunity to do it together with your family. We can use everybody, young or old or anywhere in between. And so it's a great way to actually work together as a family and bring your children along and help them to be part of this outreach, where we can tangibly be the hands of hope to our community. The other thing we encourage you to do is to think about if there's someone around you that you want to refer to be one of the sponsored families for Hands of Hope. This outreach is here not just for people that are struggling financially, but sometimes people just come upon hard times and they just need extra hope around Christmas. Many times that is tied to finances, but sometimes people just go through hardship and they need to know that there's someone out there that sees them and that cares about them. And so if you have a family or an individual that you want to refer to Hands of Hope, you can do so that they can be a recipient of the food and of the gifts and all that. And if you want to do that, you can simply, again, if you're a volunteer, you go to the homepage of your Elvanto account, and right on there you can actually see a referral form for Hands of Hope families. If you're not a volunteer, so you're not on Elvanto, then you can simply email handsofhope@impactkingston.com and ask for a referral form. Another way that you can be involved in Hands of Hope this year is simply to give towards it. as you can imagine, all this food and all the toys will cost some money. And so that's where we come in as the body of Christ, that we get to actually sow seeds into our community by giving towards this project. So you can give at any time in any way you normally give. Just mark it Hands of Hope or HOH. Or we're also going to take up a special love offering to cover costs for Hands of Hope this year on December 4th. So I encourage you to be praying and asking God, what can you give in order to bless our community this Christmas? And on December 4th, we're going to take up a love offering and just believe that God will provide for every need that comes in this year. Another creative way you could give is to donate PC points or Canadian Tire points. And you can simply do so when you're purchasing your other stuff. If you have some points accumulated, just buy a gift card with that and donate the actual gift card to the church, and then we'll use that when we purchase things for Hands of Hope. To get involved with Hands of Hope, you simply go to our website, look in the top red ribbon for Hands of Hope. If you click on that, it takes you straight to our outreach page, and right there you can read more about it. There's all the information is right there, and you can also click right there on volunteer for Hands of Hope, and that takes you to another page that will explain again what each team is about and what the time commitments will be for each team, and then you can decide how many teams you want to be involved in. On that same outreach page, there's also different ways to give so that you can go right there and get all the information you need if you want to give towards Hands of Hope. We can't wait for this year's Hands of Hope, and we believe that it's going to be the best one yet, and we're believing for God to touch many hearts and inspire hope in hearts and in homes this Christmas.